Hey guys, what's going on? This is Travis P11 bringing you another accuracy test and range report, this time for the SCCY CPX-2 semi-automatic pistol. I just picked this gun up about 4 days ago, and actually I purchased a CPX-1 for my wife about a month ago, so I've already had a chance to test fire a firearm very similar to this. I picked her up this purple and black beauty right here. This is her bedside gun / concealed carry piece. It is hot, and I'm not going to safety check it because it's going back on her bedside table. But for the firearm that we're going to be showing off and talking about, we'll go ahead and safety check it for those of you that are conscious about those things. Alright, as you can see, we are empty. No shells. Alright. Okay, let's prop her back up with a 50 cal shell. Alright, so the SCCY CPX-2, what do you want to know? Let's just start off, overall feel. A lot of guys complain about the trigger because it's got a fairly heavy, in their opinion, in my opinion, double action pull. Personally, I like it. I wanted to show you some shots on paper because, there's a lot of SCCY reviews out there on YouTube, and I haven't seen a ton of them that really show you what this thing can do aside from shooting jugs and cans and so on, milk jugs and things like that. Okay, the gun itself, recoil, manageable. It's not bad. You just make sure you have a fairly firm grip on it when you fire it. I am able to shoot it one-handed with very few problems at all, as you're going to see in my accuracy tests. I do have the little pinky extension. You do get 2 mags, 10 rounds in each mag, plus you can put 1 in the chamber. CPX-2 model does not have a manual safety. I like that. CPX-1 does have the manual safety. That kind of digs in my hand a little bit, so I'm kind of glad I didn't go with the CPX-1. Back to this firearm, just kind of some specs from the manufacturer if you're looking at buying it one. You've got a 16-in-1 right-hand twist. Receiver's made out of aircraft grade aluminum alloy. The grip in the frame is made out of Zytel polymer. It's a fairly sturdy feeling plastic. It does have a hammer on the back, by the way. And so it's a little bit different style of gun rather than just a straight, striker fire without an exposed hammer or visible hammer. Let's see, what else do we need to know here? 3-dot sight system, double action trigger, I said that already. And, okay, barrel length is 3.1 inches. The gun's overall height is 4 inches, and the weight is 15 ounces. So really, it's not that heavy. It's not too bulky. My normal daily carry is an FNS Compact, which is much larger, and I'm not going to be putting that in this video. And again, guys, like I said, there's a lot of SCCY videos out there. I just kind of wanted to talk about the overall feel of shooting this firearm, what it's like. Next thing I should talk about is reliability. I did 175 rounds today. Flawless, reliable. I did not have a hiccup. I did not have a failure to eject, failure to feed. I don't know. It seems like some guns develop problems over time. Some guns have problems, initially right out of the box. It takes 200 rounds to break it in or 50 rounds to break it in. When I fired the wife's CPX-1, I had no problems with that. I put 200 rounds through it and had no issues. I did that all in just one afternoon, so it was a great gun. Let's talk about the ammo that I fired through this, just to kind of show you what my accuracy test came from. By the way, all my accuracy tests, they're just a standard standing position. No sandbags, no nothing, no sit-down desk or any whatever shooting table, anything like that. Just straight up, shooting from a couple different distances. I wanted to get really comfortable with this firearm. Today, I put through it a box of Hornady Critical Defense, 115 grain 9mm. All right. And then I also fired my usual standby. Perfecta, it's about $10 a box at Walmart. It works pretty good, 115 grain full metal jacket. It's either the same thing as Fiocchi or Tula, whatever, but it is brass. Okay. And then for the first time I tried out this, I know it's been out for a while, but Federal Champion aluminum ammo. And man, this stuff loads into the magazine. It's smooth to load. It feels really light when you're loading it. I mean, just the shells don't feel too heavy, even though that's also 115 grain. Man, the aluminum Champion was great. I mean, that stuff's under $10 a box. I think it was about $1 cheaper than the Perfecta for 50 rounds. There's only one little catch with shooting the aluminum. Well, 2 things you need to know about it that I found out from the manufacturer. But anyway, talk about the accuracy real quick. Recoil, the Critical Defense, in my opinion, actually had the least amount of felt recoil, but it could have just been me because those were the first rounds I put through this gun. Okay, I just did 2 different distances. I shot at 7 feet. I kind of wanted to go with what would be maybe a realistic, conceal carry defense, and so distance, and so a little bit off to the right of center. Not bad. These are the first 5 rounds I put through the gun. Up next, we've got critical defense, 15 feet. Spreads out a little bit more. I mean, I really took my time shooting it. I really, tried to have the best shooting stance I could, the best grip. Really taking my time with it. Heck, even when I did some rapid fire stuff, I still had no trouble being within 2 or 3 inches, just kind of for fun. Perfecta, 7 feet, spread out a little bit more. This was the second set of ammo I ran through it. I did these 10 rounds of critical defense, and then I finished off the rest of the box. And then I did the Perfecta, so 7 feet, not bad, not bad. I'm always sitting there thinking, okay, is it pulling to the left? Is it pulling to the right? And it seems like when I really focus, I can really hit, well, and it's not the gun. I don't think I need to adjust the sights at all on this gun. 15 feet, spread out a little bit more. All right, and that's another 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like another 6 shots. I think I used 1 magazine, 6 on each target. So, it's pretty accurate for just a basic, bolt, non, whatever you want to call it, self-defense ammo. And then finally, man, we got the Federal Champion aluminum, and this was 7 feet. All my tests are 7 foot and then 15 foot. I kind of go close and then back up a little bit. As you can see, it's pretty darn accurate. I really, like I said, I really focused on my shooting. And then I apologize, I ran out of this standard target, so now I had to use these. A little more annoying, but a couple inches spread out a bit more. And this was the next 6 rounds that I put through it. And then after that, I just went through the box. I shot some irons, I shot some offhand, I shot single-handed, and so on. And the gun was great. I mean, it was really hot out today. The gun was heating up. It does have a steel guide rod with a dual recoil spring, which I love. I think it makes for a fairly smooth shooter. I might swap out the guide rod and the spring for a Galloway unit. I had to do that to my SD9VE because it was having jamming issues. It seemed like it was a lot smoother after I did that, so I might do that to this just for the heck of it to see how it runs. But again, I'm going to trust this as my primary concealed carry. It's been good. So you're saying, well, okay, only 175 rounds. Maybe you should do 500 or 600 before you call it. But I'm going to keep working with it, keep shooting it, just to see how well it functions. Haven't had any problems. Price. I got this. My FFL orders from he orders from Davison's, and I use the Gun Genie online to look up the prices. Out the door here in Nebraska after tax, I paid $269, and I know they're always going on sale and this and that. Retail on it I think is like $319 or $320. Whether you go with the black or the stainless, I usually just go all black. The wife wanted purple and black, so that's what she got. So I had to look around for that. That was a hard color to find. Otherwise, it's been a great firearm. I mean, I like I said, I fired the wife's months ago, and it performed well too. Let's see, anything else on the list? Value, it's pretty hard to beat it for a sub $300 gun. I've also got a Taurus PT111 G2. I can recommend that. I've got a Ruger 9E that I paid about $330 for. I can recommend that. That's another great gun. The SD9VE was great. After I replaced the guide rod, it was much better. Otherwise, SCCY CPX-2. You really can't go wrong with it. Last thing about that Federal Champion aluminum ammo, I noticed it left a lot of like little aluminum flakes inside the gun, like kind of coated the slide a little bit, and there was kind of some flake residue inside of it. And you could tell it's aluminum. It wasn't brass, and it wasn't the nickel from the critical defense casings. And so I don't know how much I'm going to shoot that through this gun. I mainly just wanted to put some rounds through it. I did 100 rounds of that today, and then 50 Perfecta and 25 critical defense. If you don't really care cleaning it out, I just hope that at some point that doesn't jam up my striker or get into the mechanism. Those little metal filings kind of bothered me a little bit. But otherwise, that Champion ammo performed well. I'm just going to keep using it and see how it goes, and try maybe in a few other guns that I have. But otherwise, like I said, I just wanted to show you that this gun is accurate. If you take your time to become familiar with the trigger and just become used to the sights and the feel of it, it's not a hard gun to shoot. I mean, I was very surprised with the shortness of the barrel, how accurate it actually was. And like I said, guys, there's a lot of other reviews out there that are awesome. Check out Such. He's got a great review of this gun, and actually that was one of the reasons why I went out and bought it after I watched his. It really convinced me that it's something that I should try. Otherwise, SCCY CPX-2 as well as the CPX-1, give them a try, check them out. American-made product, 100% American-made, down in Florida, I believe. Really, you can't go wrong, so see what you think. All right, this is Travis P11, and I'm out.